Okay, we are continuing with our lesson on cooperative society. We have talked about the meaning of cooperative society. We have also talked about the Cooperative Societies Act of 1968 NLCD 252. We have talked about that. And we talked about two of the sessions. We talked about session 2, we talked about session 3. Under session 3, we talked about subsession 3 and subsession 4. Then we came to the features of cooperative society, and we talked about 8 of the features. We are continuing from there. Now we are going to talk about types of cooperative society. I've already given you overview, so it's not going to be anything difficult, because when we are talking about the features and even the definitions, we were making reference to the types. So that is that. We already know the types of cooperative society: consumer cooperative society or consumer cooperative societies. We have producers cooperative societies, and we have the credit and thrift cooperative society. When you read other materials or books, they have what they call marketing cooperative society, marketing. But I'm going to look at this, because you see, the producers cooperative society and the marketing cooperative society, I don't see any significant difference between them. What is consumer cooperative society? I've already talked about that. What happens is that a group of people, remember, a group of people that have common interest to satisfy their needs at relatively lower prices will come together. They contribute funds, capital. Then they operate shops. You see, when you in school, you usually go to the tax shop. You go to the tax shop to buy drinks and other things. Do you know who the owners of the tax shop are? The tax shop is for teachers. Every month, every teacher pays 15 Ghana cedis. So teachers have formed what we call teachers' welfare. And part of the money has been used to operate the tax shop. And from the tax shop, whatever profit that comes, at the end of a period, in school, we don't actually share it. But to some extent, I'm even talking, because, for example, last semester, during the Christmas time, when we were vacating, the tax shop gave each teacher a certain amount of money. The tax shop gave each teacher a certain amount of money. Let me put it, each teacher had 200 Ghana cedis from the tax shop. What they do is that, now we have those who manage it. So if you go and see a particular teacher, always there, that is, they are the managers of the tax shop. They are our leaders, and they have their chairman and other people. So the tax shop can be a typical example. You know, we have contributed money and we are operating tax shop. But in the school, if you're a teacher, you go there, you buy the goods in the same price the students also buy. So I remember there was a day I told them, teachers who are members, because there are some teachers who are not members. They go there, the same price they buy items, that's the same price we, those who are members, also buy. And I told them that is not fair. So something that is being sold, let's say malt is now 7 Ghana cedis. They can sold, it can be sold, or they can sell to us at 6 cedis. If they had it 5 cedis, they can sell to us 6 cedis. If they had it 6 cedis, 6 cedis, 50 pesos. That is just by the way. So the consumer cooperative society, the members will come together, they contribute money, they operate shop, and then whatever members will buy from the shop at relatively lower prices. So that is what it's all about. They can employ managers to run the shop for them. Now, if you look at, I did something here. It's here. Whether it is consumer cooperative society, producers, credit or threat or whatever it is, they all aim at protecting the interests of their members, and it is for the members' welfare. It is for the members' welfare. It is for members' welfare. So let's take note of that one. Now, how do they share surpluses? As I told you, according to one of the features told us, according to patronage. According to patronage. So you share profit according to patronage. So as I told you, whatever you buy will be recorded. So at the end of the year, depending on how much you spent in the society, then you also get part of the profit in that proportion. So let us note that one. So you see, if you remember, that will force you to be buying from the society. And when you go to the disadvantages, that will be one of the disadvantages. You see, your choice will be restricted to buying from the society. Why would you? Number one, prices are relatively cheap. Number two, at the end of the year, when you are sharing profit, how much you bought. Remember, it is fair, because if I bought at the end of the year, if I bought items worth 10,000 Ghana cedis, then that has given us a certain amount of profit. If you bought only 1,000 Ghana cedis, that also give us a smaller profit. My own will give us a bigger profit. So if I get bigger than you do, then that is it. But we all buy from the shop at the same price. So let's take note of that one. Then producers cooperative society, producers. So they keep the word producers. That's why when we came to the definition, we talk about production. So they produce. One of the cooperative societies we have in Ghana, in Central Region, I wrote it here. We have Edumfa Citrus Farmers Cooperative Society. So certainly this one will be Producers Cooperative Society. What are they producing? You know, the generic term, citrus, orange. So when you go to Edumfa, around that enclave, they are citrus farmers. They produce citrus. So you see, people who have interest in citrus, they have come together to form this society. One person, as I've already told you, you may not have the resources. You have to hire a car to do this, and the oranges may even get spoiled. So what they do is that they have come together to form the society, and then each member may sell their harvest to the society. The society pays you, they go and sell, they make profit, and then you share the profit. So you see, they are protecting the interests of their members. They eliminate middlemen. In the chain of distribution, you have producer. A typical chain of distribution, you have a producer, then the producer will sell the goods to the wholesaler. The wholesaler will sell the goods to the retailer before it gets further to the consumer. That is a typical distribution channel. So if you are supposed to look at it from this angle, then the producers will be the farmers. Then the wholesalers, those who will come with truck, big car, around, then you will be sending your oranges to them. Then they will come to the market, the retailers, those who come and buy the orange in basket, Then you go and peel the orange and sell to people who come and buy 1, 2, 3, and then use the product. The one who will finally use the product will be the consumer. So you see, the producer cooperative society, they have eliminated this one. So even if they sell to this, the profit that this one would have had will come to them. Then they can share. So number one, you sold your product. Number two, you make profit, and then you share the profit. And certainly, profit will not be shared equally according to patronage. If I brought, let's say, 10,000 oranges, and then you brought, let's say, 2,000 oranges, there's no way we can share profit equally. So according to patronage. So that is for the producers cooperative society. They will eliminate the middleman and make for themselves the profit that the middleman would have made. So they will contribute capital and then form it. Now listen to me. Number one, you can have your individual farms. Mr. A has his farm, Mr. B has his farm, Mr. C has his farm, this one has his farm. If they have their individual farm, then they can sell their product to the society. Or producer cooperative society, you can decide to have one farm. That one too can be an option. So let's note that one. Then we have the credit and thrift cooperative society. The common name is credit union. Credit union. Credit union. In Cape Coast, they have what they call the Ogwa Teachers Credit Union. Is there. So we have credit unions all over the country. What you do is that they operate as the banks, or let me say like the banks. You go, you can deposit money there, or you buy shares. Whatever you are contributing may be in the form of shares. If you need loan, at a point in time when you need loan, then you can go to them. Depending on how much you have contributed. So you don't just go there and say, I'm taking loan. How much you will say, 100,000, no. What is your contribution? What is your contribution? That to depend, your contribution or the loan you will get will depend on your contribution. So you take note of that one. It is for members' interest, members' welfare. So you get the loan at a relatively lower interest rate. At the end of the year, they also share dividend, and whatever is supposed to come to you, you get it. Then I said they have the marketing cooperative society. Producer cooperative society, they produce, they sell. So marketing, what is market? Marketing, you learn about marketing, but for now, as it is used here, let's look at it from the sales point of view. So they sell their products. They buy and then they sell. Here, they produce and they sell. So that whatever they will buy in bulk from when they are buying bulk from the producers, then they will go and sell to the consumer. You see, they have also eliminated the middlemen, and the profit that will come to them, they can also have it. And I don't see any significant difference between this and this, because when they produce, they also, so there is a marketing inside this one. So that is for that one.